get what you missed on
Pearl in the Morning with Tina and Nzuki.
And Dunco.
Jogosh, wakavinye, mko wapi?
Uko Pahas.
It's so amazing to have you guys here with us this morning. And what time is it over there?
What time is it in Alabama?
Oh my gosh. It's 12:47 a.m.
Yeah, 12:47.
12:47. Jogona, what time is it in your house?
It is 8:47.
That's not fair, man.
Okay. So in case you've just tuned in, we have Tina and Dunco.
That's right.
We got Jogosh and Wakavinye.
Yes.
And then we got the Chais. That's Eric and Anne.
That's right. That's right.
So everybody say good morning to one another.
Hey, good morning, the Chai.
Good morning. Well, it's
Jogosh.
good night to us.
Celeste.
We're about to.
You're about to
good
knock
night.
out right after this.
We are not about to knock it off.
Where are you guys heading? I can see you're in the car. Are you guys going somewhere?
We're in the gym.
You're
okay.
you're going to the gym.
We went to the gym at 8:47.
I know. We need to do better. God.
Do you guys know what we do at 8:47? We're chasing our kids out of the room at 8:47
In the
so we can
morning.
sleep in a little bit more.
Fantastic.
Okay, guys. So the reason why we've gathered everybody here together is because we are looking at vlogging couples. And
That's
the
right.
vlogging couples we picked, Blessed Jogosh and Wakavinye. You know them. They're famous for the TTNT.
Yes.
That's Through Thick and Thin. They've done season 1 and now, part 1 and now part 2. Did I say season 1? Can I say season 2 now?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And by
8:48 in the radio.
seriously, you just need to get onto Jogosh's www.jogosh.
Is it .ke?
Yes.
Yes.
And you can purchase your tickets there.
Yes. Just a sock, eh? It's
Just a sock,
yes.
right? And I'll tell you how the Chais are being tied into TTNT.
Yes.
In fact, Jogosh will tell you himself.
That's right.
But then we also have a couple in Alabama. These are the Chais. The Chais are a wonderful couple that have been doing vlogging for a while now.
That's right.
They are ridiculous. They're funny. They are such a wonderful people. And they're tied to Jogosh and Wakavinye through, them wanting to do something great with TNT. Jogosh, do you remember?
Yes. I do.
That's fantastic. All right, so we're gonna delve right into it, and of course we're gonna start with the Jogosh and Celestine, aka Wakavinye.
Dinda.
And of course, those are our watus here. We are up Wakoroiro. It's 8:49 now in Roiro.
8:49.
Yes, 8:49
In Roiro, yes.
And it's just so inspirational to see. A couple working together just to churn out content online and just educate the masses, do a lot of social and political, some satire and pass some message to Kenyans. But the number one thing I would like to ask is, why did you choose to do it as a couple?
Why?
I think I'd say we didn't choose to do it as a couple.
Right.
Ni mashida Dunco.
Expound on that.
It was because now I had quit my TV show,
Right.
and I needed to do something. So by chance we found everything led to the other. So I started acting, and then Celestine was recording me on phone, and then baadaye watu wanasema tunataka kuona huyu mtu anaongeaga nyuma ya kamera, and that's how she appeared in front of me.
Nice.
What was it for her?
Yes.
How was it for her? Like, was she shy? Was it so hard for her to come to be on camera? Wakavinye, maybe you can tell us how that was for you.
I was very, very shy. Very shy. But as Njugusha said, I had to. There was no option.
There was no option.
Right.
What about bringing your children on, like bringing Tugi on? Was that something you decided to do, or did you just accidentally trip into the scene or something?
No, we thought about it for quite some time. Then we thought, okay, fine, because the guy has content. The guy can do stuff.
All right.
So we thought it was okay.
Oh, yeah, you're going to turn that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the only platform that he's on is on YouTube, and it's because now he has his own content, so he can be able to do ABCD. But that's not it. When we sat down and thought, if the question was, if my dad was on YouTube, ile wakati nilikuwa na mea, it was like if he was on YouTube,
right,
na nipige hiyo push, saa hii ningekuwa mbali sana.
Right, that's true.
And ukiangalia watoi na kina Chais watanisaidia hapa, ukiangalia watoi wa, let's say, watu wako kwa limelight majuu,
yes,
they always roped in. Like for example, there are some photos that were going round about on Tiger Woods na mtoi wake, Serena Williams na mtoi wake,
yes,
you know, bringing in them in what they do, because that's all they know. This is all I know. King James na yeye alikuwa na mtoi wake anacheza basketball vizuri sana,
right.
So this is all I know. If I knew how to, let's say for example, get tenders with the government, ningeonyesha tugi hiyo, but now I don't know that.
Right.
So whatever I know is what I do. Unaona Wahindi vile biashara yao ya familia, everyone is in.
Yes.
So that's what I figure, because I don't have anything else that I know how to do better than what I do.
Oh,
fantastic.
Moving over to the Chais,
Let's
all
go
the way
over to
in
the Chais.
Alabama. When did y'all start vlogging together as a couple?
When start?
Well, for us, I think it was about a year ago.
It was almost about a year ago.
And for a while, our account was private because we didn't know if we really wanted to vlog.
Right.
We didn't know. Eric first started producing music, and he loved to produce and make content generally.
Right.
One day, actually, it was super spontaneous. Even our content is very, very spontaneous. It's just whenever, wherever it happens.
Yeah.
So Eric one day comes home and he's like, tells our firstborn, Steve, we're gonna go, and if you scroll back, you'll see
like our first vlog is, we pretty much like went to get a wallet.
Yeah.
His wallet.
His first wallet.
He always asked me for $1, so I give him $1, and then I'd find
Let's
$1
go get
just
your
laying
first
everywhere.
wallet.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get you a wallet, because that's what my dad taught me
Yeah.
to do.
Right.
Put money in a wallet.
Okay.
So that's how we started. So we just did one video. We did a video of buying a wallet, and it was on a private account. And then we were like, you know what? Let's continue doing this. And then eventually we made it public.
Yeah.
So that's how we started.
Which I will say, making the switch from private, and I don't mean private, I don't mean like we had friends. I mean, there was nobody on the account.
Wow.
It's like
it was like a
zero followers.
What?
We would just post videos just for nobody.
Yeah.
And we would talk about, okay, should we at least make it like private and like I have some friends? And it was, making the switch was so scary.
Yeah.
And then we made the switch. And then we had 1, 2, 3, 10 friends. And then making it public was another step, and it was super scary.
Right.
But then we're like, you know what? At the end of the day,
It's
we
what we love
choose
to
what
do.
we choose. We
That's
choose
true.
what we want to show. You know
That's
what
true.
I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, just like any Instagram or Facebook account, you choose what you want to show.
Hey,
So that's
yeah.
kind of like how we decided. Okay. Well,
I have
might as well.
I have a question for both couples, for kina Wakavinye, Jogosh Wakavinye and the Chais. Do you worry or get scared or stress out when you put up a post and there's no immediate liking
Or
response like immediately? Wakavinye, what do you guys go through?
Yes. Like there's a you can tell by this minute, like in the first 30 minutes, I should be having a certain number of views.
Yes.
Okay.
And comments.
Yeah.
Especially because of the work side of it.
Yes.
So of course, when I post something and it's 30 minutes and there are no likes, there are no views, I'll get scared and I'll get worried because something is wrong. Either my account has a problem, or there's no so you start wondering what is the problem, because you need the traffic there.
Right. Jugush, do you go through the same as well? Okay, I know that's a thing of the past now for you, but do you go through that? Did you go through that?
Yeah.
I think the understanding is one time you'll do a video and you'll think that that's it. And then it turns out no views.
What?
Then the next minute you just do a video that you don't think that it's everything, and then it turns out it has a lot of views than you ever thought. So I think you never know. The internet chooses what it wants. That's what I tend to think. Because one time you think this is it, then it improves. So, yeah. So I think for me, just to keep doing it.
Kama mbaya mbaya, kama nzuri nzuri.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, the Chais, what about you guys?
I mean,
I would say he's the one who looks out for me. I wake up. I have a rule, by the way. I do not look at the account any time past 11 a.m. I won't. If we post something, I won't look at it.
But the thing about that is this, baby.
But he's the editor and the poster, so I get it.
She will not look at it, but then she's gonna ask me how far we are. So she may not look at it, but she'll ask me. So I'm like, just look at it. You're already asking.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what she does.
That's true. And that's true. I'll admit. I do be like, by the way, that video.
I mean, for me, I look, but I like if I feel like with each video, like we kind of like, if I feel like on a certain video we push the boundaries a little bit, like I feel a little bit tempted to look at the engagement just to see,
like if we showed something new,
like if we show something new, but we show what I always tell her is we'll show people 10% of 100%. But the 10% that you see is 100% real.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if I feel like we've maybe like gone like to 10.5, the next morning I will wake up a little bit nervous. Yes.
Okay.
And I will check and I will not tell her because
I'm more reserved. In what we show.
That's what she says.
Yes.
She's more reserved.
We believe her, by the way.
I mean in the content, in the content itself, I'm more reserved in how much of it that we show. So if we go and I say like one or two, and I'm more like myself, and I'm more of a wild card. Okay, so if I'm more like that, until you see yourself on camera is when you realize like, wow, I'm really like extra. Wow, oh my goodness. So then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then you'll be like, babe, edit that out and cut that out and cut everything out. Actually, just delete the whole video.
Okay, now I want us to go into a very sensitive place right now. We know the cyberspace is full of naysayers, it's full of cyber stalkers, it's full of people who don't really like you.
Some like you, some don't like you.
So maybe we can throw this to Akina Nchugush and Wakavinye
and ask you, how do you deal?
How do you deal with the naysayers? How do you deal with the hate that is spewed across the online platform?
And you know what you're going to do? Don't answer now. We're going to catch up with news.
Yes.
And then when we come back, you stew on it and tell us, have you tried to murder anybody? Have you gotten stalkers? Do you have stalkers?
Yes.
The Chais, do you have trolls? Guys trolling you?
Yeah.
What do you do, Jogona and Mr. Chai?
Yes.
When someone talks about your wife and in a negative way?
Yes.
Does the real Amazonian warrior come out? The Masai Moran? Ama, it's the women that become the Masai Morans.
Okay. You can stew on that. We're going to be back after and answer that. This is the home of Fresh and Classic. It's Power Radio 96.9.
Join Tina and Nzuki and Dunco on Pearl in the Morning.
Weekdays from 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Hey, listen, standing by in the wings is a wonderful couple, two wonderful couples. You've probably never met them live. They are people that you want to meet live, for real.
Right.
We have right here in Kenya, Goja for the drum roll. Duncan, introduce them.
We have the parents of Tugi, aka Jugush and Wakavinye. In the sidelines, Muko Hapo.
Our party where it is.
Muko Hapo. Very good.
And then all the way across the pond, this great pond of ours, we have...
Being the Chais drinking kahoa this morning from Alabama.
Hallelujah.
Remember, you can find find these fantastic couples online. We have at Being the Chais. You can follow them on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
And also, you have Blessed Njugush and Celestine Dinda on Instagram.
Yeah.
How wanaitua the Jugushes.
So today you're having chai and jugus.
Yeah.
Now, we want you to know that it's a beautiful morning. And we're asking them questions about vlogging.
Yes.
Before we took a break,
yes.
The question was about trolling, was about what do the husbands do?
Yes.
For example, Mr. Chai and Mr. Jaguna. When somebody touches your wives, Shanda, and we're talking about, they say something about your wives at you, I know Anne can clap back. Celestine goes to prayer. Celestine, no boy, yes. But what do the husbands do? Let's start with you, Njugush.
Utafanya nini hawezi pigana? I think for me.
Yeah. Good point.
I think for me is to one, if people are not talking, I'd rather people talk badly than rather than not talk at all.
For real? Wow.
Because when people keep talking, it means you're doing nothing. But when people talk, it means you're doing something.
This is good.
Right.
This is good.
Right.
Yeah, but we'll tick.
When we started the Real Houses of Kawangware, the program,
right?
Yeah.
They on Twitter who went ahead and said, sasa hawa wanafanya ni ya mambochi, wanataka kukua kama Lupita. By then Lupita had just won her Oscars.
Oh my.
So kasukuma, so and that thing iliningia kwa roho ndio tunaanza nataka kuna watu wanasema aje. And that thing taught me never to listen to people again. So when 8 months later Lupita posted on her Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, she was watching the Real Houses of Kawangware and she said, God bless Njugush. Actually, that's where Blessed Njugush came from.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, when validation came from ule tulikuwa tunaambiwa hatutaifika kama yeye.
Yes.
What else? Then few months later we meet with the same guy in an event and manze mnafanya kazi poa sana. So I'm like, if hiyo kitu ilinisumbua all that time.
Oh yeah.
And then it later on turned out kumbe ati anapenda what we do. So for me I think it to not really care and just focus because the detractors ni wengi and you lose focus. Me as long as I've done my thing, me I'd rather you talk bad than not talk at all.
Wow.
Even to wakavinye.
Yes. Means because whatever they are saying, kwa nini mimi sioni?
That's a good one. Wakavinye, what if they talk badly? What do you do?
Okay, personally for me, how I treat those comments is we don't know each other on a personal level.
Right.
True story.
I won't take your opinions into like seriously.
Right.
I believe like that you're the one with the problem. So kitambo nilikuwa nashikilia sana. They used to stress me a lot.
Right.
So I was like, why are these people saying like this? Kwani nimemfanyia? Until I realized we don't know each other. So you are having a lot of issues, which is fine. You can tolea me the stress, but me I won't put them into my heart.
Wow,
we love this.
You know, in America is a whole different playing field.
Yeah, America, you remove your weave, you take off your ring, and say, "Girl, I will teach you that day." Mama said,
the factory that manufactures chills is in America. So I don't know how. If we flip this now to you, Bwana Eric Chai, how do you deal with the naysayers? And if someone speaks or says something that is about Anne and it irks you, how do you handle that?
I mean, we really haven't had, like a lot of trolls.
Not yet, because we're still
very new. But we
don't worry, they're coming.
They're coming.
I'm sure we've had, I'd say a few.
Yeah, we've had a few.
Not a lot.
Honestly, it's like they haven't really said anything bad about Anne specifically, but they have said stuff about, some people would tell us about our accent. They're saying, we are twanging so much. And I'm like, you guys don't know that we came here when we were very little. You see what I'm saying? That's what we know.
Why can't you tell them the truth? We would swallow you.
No, we will. But if they did say something about it, and I will find them and I will. I'm just kidding.
Right.
They did say something about it. I mean, one thing people need to know about Anne, she is gangster, not like a real.
By
gangster.
the way, she is. No, this we know. This we know.
Especially if when she breaks into Kikuyu, we know.
We know.
It's going down.
Yeah, breaking that Kikuyu, right? Yeah. And you know that Kikuyu sets it right.
Yes.
Hey.
No, but you know, I feel like if trolls, I mean, they find strength in an illusion. You know, they say lies about you, but the real truth is what you know about yourself. So for me, it's like Jugush said, there's really nothing you can do, but recognize what you know that's true about your wife or about you guys, and just go with that. And the other ones, when you compare truth and what these people are saying, their lies is rendered powerless, pretty much. That's what I say.
I like that.
All right.
And honestly, we're still very much in the beginning stages. We're still learning.
Right.
We are still in the stages of developing thick skin when it comes to being on social media.
Exactly.
So for us, you know, we're not at the point where Jugush and Celeste are, where they have been through the trenches and they have done all that. For us, it's still very much a learning process. So we're still in the thick of it. We're still, you know, we're still learning. So,
and if I know who you are, I'm gonna bring my dog on.
You with the dogs.
Okay, Jugush, if I can ask, how do you guys deal with fame? And I know the Chais are getting there. The Chais are already known quite a bit, and now Kenyans are beginning to know them. Hi, Kenyans. You can find them on IG at Being the Chais. You can follow them there. How do you guys deal with fame? Because now you're very famous. You haven't grown a big head. Although you've tried to put on muscle. This is good.
Yes.
Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you deal with it?
He's been lifting weights.
It's the weight of his soul and hand. So how do you deal with the fame, Jugush?
She's making me look bad.
He is, by the way.
Maybe I want to deal with the guys who are going to mess with Celestine. So I think for me it's how do I put it? For us, I'd like to think of us as not that famous in the sense that.
Are you serious?
No, I know, but I'm saying I love to think of myself as no, because now when you think yourself as famous, as popular, I think it gets into your head without you knowing, because fame is sweet. I won't lie, fame is really sweet. So when you acknowledge it, just like unaambiwangwa ndio upone lazima ukubali wewe ni mgonjwa. So if I ride with that I'm famous and whatnot, it's I won't lie, it's pretty a hard balance when you have your own issues and you pass somewhere and someone wants you to crack a joke or two and you don't have the powers to do that in that minute. But I think it's just being, how do I put it now? It's just being me. At times I actually forget. I actually forget, and that's why I'm saying I don't consider myself famous, because nitakuwa na nywele mbaya. We keep fighting with Celestine because muji achilia, so to speak. Na katuki mtu kia ushago. That's me.
Thank God for wives.
Now umesema it's true.
No, Aki. Okay. Sainge sometimes. Thank you, Ndinda. Thank you.
I didn't say anything.
You.
Yeah, so I think that is one way of just being kukua tu hivyo, because now fame pia it will demand, it comes with the expectations. There's how people are going to expect you to be dressed every day. Sasa leo nikingara alafu kesho sasa nitatoa pia kungara.
This is true. I like that.
All right. Now on the same subject, maybe this is for you, Njugush sana, because I think you see you are always in character. There's this character that you put up. So when do you go off character? And
like
how
ever.
Do you ever go off character?
The two lives. Because when you look at the Chais, them they remain the Chais.
Ni hao tu ni Chais. Hakuna siku watakuwa kahawa. But you get what I mean. But Njugush, you are a man of many, characters. When do you get off character?
First of all, let me say it's 9:23 at Riro.
There you go again.
But more importantly, it comes when it's supposed to come, and like mostly I'm Timothy. Mostly me ni Makaushago.
Yeah.
Mostly. So unless it's like tukiwa na Celestine I never pull it. But when mtu mwingine akikuja ndio kama saa hii nimesema it's 924 in Roiro. You see ilikuwa inahitajika kutoka, but then after that I go back to this serious someone because at the end of the day, do you know I'm not in Njugush? I'm Timothy Kimani. Yes. Sijui Njugush. Njugush ni nyinyi mnamjua. I've lived with Njugush for like let's say how many years? 5.
Why? Okay.
So the person I know most is Timothy.
Is Timothy, yes.
Right.
Yes. So Njugush anakujanga tu ile wakati anahitajika.
Okay. This sounds good. Now Wakavinye has a YouTube channel. It's called Celeste Reflection. I'm correct?
Segment. It's on his YouTube channel.
Oh, it's on his YouTube channel. Yeah. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But let's just run over to the Chais and the Jogunas, if you can think about this for a while. I was thinking about the husbands. Now, the husbands, we asked you what you do about the wives. But wives, and this is to Anne and to Wakavinye, there are girls who would probably stare for long at the man. Okay, stare. And because, first of all, Timotheo has put on muscles.
Oh, yes.
Praise the Lord.
Let me tell you, the God of the impossible
has shown up in their lives. And then, I mean, and you have a very good-looking husband.
Oh, yeah.
Eric stands out. Yeah.
Good-looking husband.
Stop repeating what I'm saying. So how do you deal with it, Anne? Let's start with you. How do you deal with it?
Well, I don't. I don't think there is any dealing with it. I just don't do anything.
Okay.
As long as he doesn't do anything, there is nothing to be done. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, as long as he doesn't entertain anything, then it's nothing for me to do, really. Because people are just going to be people.
What, Eric? What are you saying?
He's asking.
Someone sees what they like and they say it.
Yes.
As long as you don't respond accordingly, I don't have anything to do. Like, there's nothing to do, really.
Right.
So,
this is a warning, Eric. You better read it as a warning. Don't try this woman.
I've been married long enough to know.
I mean, I would assume, like, coming into this, and we haven't, like I said, we haven't been doing this for long enough for us to deal with a whole lot of that. Yes. But there has been here and there, and there hasn't been enough for me to feel like, and I'm not gonna run around saying like, hey, you don't send my double. As long as he doesn't, we're good.
Okay, we're good. What, Wakavinye?
What she has said is so true. As long as what you're doing is right, then I have no need to worry about the rest.
Yeah.
Because people will see, people will talk, people will. Ata mimi, they'll also see me, so it's
Oh no! You
didn't go there, girl.
Hold up.
There's nothing much you can do.
Right. Yes.
As long as you two are okay, I can't go telling everyone wacha usiseme usimwangalie. You can't. So we know each other, so we live by that.
I love this.
Okay.
This is good.
All right.
Guys, you're going to stay put. We would absolutely love to take a break. Please, musienda mahali, we're coming to Malizana.
Yes.
And there is something that Eric was planning to do with TTNT.
Yes.
Dunco?
Yes. And of course, we want to know about the business side of things.
Yes.
I don't know about...
What's the most expensive thing you bought Mr. Johonna for Celestine?
Okay. Basically, the monetizing, the copyrights and etc.
Yes.
I don't know if that
How does that work for you? And how different is it from America?
And Kenya.
Right. Is that good?
That's good.
Okay. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. This is Pearl Radio 96.9.
Join Tina and Nzuki and Dunco on Pearl in the Morning.
Weekdays from 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Pearl Radio 96.9, the station that's the home of fresh and classic hits.
Right.
And the home of one blessed Njugush and Miss Wakavinye. And the home of Being the Chais. They have made this their home. They are settled in properly.
Right.
And these are the wonderful couple that we're having a discussion with this morning.
Yes.
About vlogging from different continents. But the thing is, the Chais are actually from here. Where are you from? Can you tell us your rural area?
Where are you from, baby?
You go first.
Me, I'm from Limuru, in a village called Kabuko.
Unasikia Duncan
I'm a
amesema
village.
where you from, baby? So when you get into a relationship, there's no where umetako.
Is it Kafuko or Kabuko?
Kafuko.
That's right.
Kafuko.
To be specific, Magajo Madutu. But I don't have, just to be honest.
Okay.
That's what I'm from.
And where's Anne from?
Well, where do you want me to start from? From my parents or from me? My mom is from Kiambu. My dad is from Moranga, and I was born in Kiambu, where I lived for a year. Then we moved to Nairobi, and where we lived until when we moved here.
So have you forgotten your Kikuyu? Kikuyu?
Of course not. Me and my Gikuyu, we are like this, like this.
To Kopamojers.
And sometimes like this.
No, never like this. Always like this. Always. Me, actually, I will talk Kikuyu any day, but this new Sheng that you guys got 2.0, 4.0, 5.0 Sheng, every year it's updated.
These guys.
That was fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
100%.
We just want to find out what is the time in Roiro.
It is 9:37.
Okay. And hey, Wakavi, where are you from?
I am from Makueni Water.
Hey, thank you very much.
Me and Kikamba, we are like this.
There you go.
Masungwa Mauma, Kudanka, in case you didn't know. And Mr. Jagoner,
Yeah.
where are you from?
I'm from Karen. No, Nazema. Currently, I'm telling you, I am from a place called Ngoriondito in Kikuyu, Zambezi. But I was born in Meru, Nkobo.
You're lying.
Wait, that's not true. Where?
Yes, that's
Where?
true.
You are born in Nkobo.
Nkobo.
Yes, St. Consolata. My dad was working there. He's a reverend, so he was posted there, and that's why I was born there. But I've grown up in 7 different places.
Well,
I went
what?
to almost 8 different primary schools.
Why? When you're suspended everywhere?
Ama it's moving around.
Ndio maana nakaga nimechoka na maisha. But it's no, my dad kept being transferred. Anakuda transfer. So, but I think he was good at his job, but alikuwa tu anapigwa transfer. You know how church things are. So anapigwa transfer, tunasonga.
Aya, the $1 million question.
Ta-dan.
Pun intended. The business side of vlogging. Iko na pesa. We start with Njugusha, of course.
Yes.
And Wakavinye. Talk to us about the business side of things. Because there are many people who want to dive into it, but they don't know what are the ropes, how to...
Or maybe they're just not funny.
Maybe they don't know what to do. So
or they don't be real.
Talk to us about the business side of things.
Hapana, hata kama huko vani utatengeneza pesa. Si watu wanauzanga avocado mbaya na zinanunuliwa. So
no. Okay, so talk to us.
I'd say there is money and there is no money.
Okay.
There is money when you know how to kuitega, because it's all about kutega. Because now you see, for example, in content creation in this country, we don't have a structure.
Yes.
Unless now you're a musician or maybe a book, and maybe you're gonna make money.
Yeah.
But for us, unless now you've been called for gigs to MC, which are no longer there because of COVID,
right?
Yes.
Unless you create structures for yourself.
Yeah.
So what you see is people create a lot of content.
Yeah.
Unaona mtu amepost Instagram, Facebook, wherever, YouTube. So unless YouTube pays whatever they pay,
yes.
and whatever they pay you, if at all you've reached that whatever.
Yes. Threshold. Yes.
For Instagram and Facebook, there's no direct monetization from the platform. So unless now you get someone to advertise their products on your platform,
right?
So you need to keep on looking out for opportunities to make money, and it doesn't always come. But this is the thing: as long as you're consistent in what you're doing, people will always come. And the beauty about now where we are headed is that there's someone for everyone. There's a price for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why nowadays you see people on Instagram, they have what they call market days. Charge 500, 200 per post, you know, and it makes money. Because if you post, let's say, for example, in a day, you have like, let's say, even 20 people who you're posting for 200.
Yes.
That's some good money.
That's good money. 20 people times.
By the way.
It's good money. You see?
Yeah, it is.
And that's not only what you're making. So you have other things. So when you bring together all these things, you make money. But what we are experiencing right now is lack of structure. So that's why we are making it up as we go. We are learning on the.
You make it up. I like that. You make it up as you go.
Wow. So to yeah. So when we started the influencing thing, where we do videos and we put products, it was never a thing. What are going to do? Sasa unalipo alafu. So it's because there are a lot of opportunities that have not yet been tapped.
Okay.
Like for example, you saw what we did with the website. It's direct monetization now from the people. Because now what has been happening is you are told we have a platform. The platform takes 70% and you keep the 30%. But now what we are doing is you take the 100%.
Right.
If you will to take other people on board, if you will to take maybe other artists on board, you don't take the 70% because you're not them. You'd rather even take the 20%, not like the 80%.
Yes.
So as we go, we are going on learning vile hizi vitu zi work. When we started, the platforms that are there, they used to take 90%. They used to keep 90%, and you take home 10%.
What?
So as we go on, they give you 70, they give you 50.
Yeah.
So we are learning on the go.
Okay. This is good.
Fantastic.
Have you been cheated before?
By my former girlfriend, yes.
Jona. Bwana Eric. Seriously.
All right, maybe we can move over to Alabama.
Yeah.
What does the monetization look like? Has it gotten to you yet? Have you thought about it? Are you experiencing it? Talk to us.
No, it hasn't gotten to us yet, definitely. We've thought about it for sure, yes. But that's pretty much it. We've just thought about it.
Okay.
Right now, we're just creating content. That's pretty much it.
Right.
To be honest with you. I mean, I'm hearing what Jugosh is saying.
Yeah.
I'm in a business where income is based on how much percent you take based on who does what.
Yes.
So that's just on my personal life. I'm in a business of transportation.
Yes.
So I do see what Jugosh is saying when it comes to outside of content, that is.
Okay.
So I do see what Jugosh is saying when, someone is taking 90%, you're keeping 10%. It's very unfair. So I'm hearing what he's saying, but at the same time, we have not gone to the place of making money off of content yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just not yet.
America is the land of the opportunities.
That's right.
Some of the richest people are online vloggers, TikTok. We have that little kid. What is his name? Ryan's Toy Review. It's crazy.
And he's just a kid looking at toys.
Yeah. So I thought
He's made me buy a lot of toys for my kids.
I know, right? We have.
Yeah.
From toothpaste, toothbrushes,
Yes.
Ryan, everything.
Yeah.
But absolutely, I feel like down the line, like Jugosh was saying, with proper structure and with proper planning and all that, down the line, of course, there is a certain level of monetization of content.
Yes, yes.
Monetization of promotions and all that with working with companies, and as well as, of course, the monetization that comes from just the platform itself, such as YouTube and all that.
Okay.
Definitely we haven't gotten to that part. We live off of our businesses that we both do. And we haven't gotten to monetizing anything as far as content creation. As of now, I think we do it mostly for hobby. And if we get to that point, that will be great.
I'm just thinking off the top of my head that if the Jogonas would make the trip to the US of A, and the Chais put them up on tour in Alabama, in Birmingham, and that works for them. Then the Jugunas would now bring the Chais over, and you have a TNT.
Yes.
Because now it's gonna be like all of you, like through thick, and the USA. that would be fantastic. This is me throwing ideas.
Hey, we're the Chais, so what else would we be having? It would be great.
I think also,
Juguna?
also the beauty of digital and what we do is that opportunities are there to partner and collaborate.
Yes.
Nilikuwa na hiyo collaborate nilikuwa nadhani inatoka na
collaboration.
There are chances and avenues because it's not like tele. Unajua for TV protocol procedure.
Yes.
But here is you go. It's all system go.
Yes.
If we find when it finally opens, we find ourselves in Alabama. It will have to do videos. Like for example, the beauty of online is the beauty of digital. If we come there, let's say in Alabama, and we decide we want to do 20 videos.
Yes.
They post at their own convenience.
Nice.
You know, that's that.
Yeah.
It's beauty. Digital, it's beauty. At your own freedom. And that's why you hear they have other businesses, but the Chais, they do this. Yani, it's like hobby for now. Why? It's because that's the beauty of digital.
I love that.
Ingekuwa TV akina Chai wangekuwa wameacha kitabu.
Yes, because it's a must.
It's true, by the way, because it's a must. Yeah.
Time frame you produce when you feel you have content, and again, this is the beauty of digital. And kama sahi hatungekuwa tunaongeleshana hivi kama sio digital. If we were from different TV stations, hatungejipata hapa pale.
No, true. Not happening.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow. Yes, and it's 9:47 in Roiro.
Okay, now we're coming to the end of it. I don't know. Do the Chais have some advice for the Jugunas, and do the Jugunas have some advice for the Chais? And I know Eric was working on something, just for TNT. Maybe Eric, if you check your WhatsApp, maybe you'll see a reminder over there in just a few. But I don't know, Akina Jugosh and Wakavinye, do you have some advice for? Sorry, go ahead, Jugosh.
Yes. My advice to them is like we like our tea with maziwa mingi. Because when it opens, I think we'll have to make a trip there. But
yes.
What I say is it's quite interesting to exchange views and insights on what's happening on both, because we are on this other side. Kwanza tumegongwa kataa zake, sisi tunanyongwa. And also hearing what they have to say on the other side, I think it's interesting, and I hope we really, and thank you so much the Chais for for the push mmetupatia. Thank you so much. And karibuni sana, mukikuja huku chai yetu Roiro iko na maziwa.
Yes, by the way, area nyige
mono. Yes. Over to you, the Chais.
I mean, for me, definitely. I mean, I do feel honored to be on this live with Juguna and your wife, beautiful wife Celeste. I know it's not about. I know it's not a lot of big influencers who partner with upcoming influencers.
Right.
For me as a businessman, it takes a businessman to see potential and to feel like they're gonna invest time to build relationships and to also build future collaborations if they do come up. So I do feel honored that Jugona and your beautiful wife Celeste, that you are on live with us and Per Radio. Thank you so much for hosting us.
You're welcome.
And we would love to. My beautiful wife and I would love to sponsor, at least 100 tickets to your
Yo sasa.
Piga vigelegele.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we would love to sponsor 100 tickets. As far as the distribution part of how that goes, I'm not sure how that's gonna play out, but we will do that, and we will follow up with Tina and also Joanna. You
Joanna,
and I.
yeah.
Actually, not Joanna. It's Timothy. He said he's not Joanna.
Timothy.
Yeah.
Timothy. Yes.
Aki, answer.
Hey.
Umesikia Timothy? Sio hizo vitu unanitanga.
And why don't you talk to Jogosh just a bit in Kikuyu so that people actually believe you can actually speak Kikuyu?
Oh, nie.
Yes. No, the person sitting behind you. Yes.
Nie koyo na nie de mwenyeji feel. Yona maybe ne kirege koyo geode.
This is good. Okay. So, folks, I want to say thank you.
Yeah.
Dunco, you go ahead and give the vote of thanks, Mr.
Yeah,
MC.
I just want to say a big thank you. We didn't know how this was going to pan out, but your availability by itself, Yani, it's a blessing to us, and I believe a blessing to the whole PAL fraternity, the whole PAL family. They have enjoyed themselves. I just want to speak blessings over your lives and your children and everything, Yani, that you set your hands to do is blessed. Maze, asanteni sana the Chais, asanteni sana Jugush and Celestine. Yani, God bless you sana.
For real.
Sana.
Asante sana. One point though, kuna kitu nimenotice. You said you didn't know how this is going to pan out.
Yeah.
It panned out to be exciting.
We see what you did there. It's not even funny. I just see funny.
Exciting.
And listen, Celestine, we know you have Aki, that it's a hard Celeste Reflections. And it's a feature segment on Jugush's YouTube channel. What exactly do you talk? Is it only women things that you do there, or do you interview a wide range of other people?
Mostly, it turned out to be women.
Okay,
it's like some sort of women empowerment.
Yes.
Because I realized we have so many stories among women.
Yeah.
Of course, we have the men, but I would love to do more of women.
All right.
Because, yes, I have most of my listeners are women.
Yes.
Yes, so I decided to use that platform basically for women empowerment, women in business, women.
Ati nani atalipa?
Ananiambia nitalipa rent.
Maybe Anne and Celestine, you could get together. I don't know. Let's have a virtual interview going on. Get a few women from Birmingham, sit them down and say you're going to be talked to by Celestine, and she's going to ask you a few questions, and then Boya and Celestine, you kesongo kiumelele thank you Jesus.
Yes, that's a good idea. By the way, that's a good idea.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's a very good idea, actually.
You need to pay me for these ideas.
Right?
If that's the case, we are going to send an invoice for this interview.
Yes. No, but guys, we are so thankful. We are so thankful the Chais and the Jugushes have met. That's Jugushes.
Yes.
Is that such a word?
Yeah.
It works. Okay.
The Timotheos.
The Timotheos. And good luck, Jugush, on your weight gain journey.
Yes.
Weight muscle gain journey.
Yes.
And Wakevunye, you're looking hot.
Yes.
And you come rain, come sunshine. Come rain, come shine, and you always look hot. Eric, we need to have a talk.
Eric is my people. Eric is my people.
It's your people.
Yes. And of course, remember to...
I'm gonna join you at the gym.
Right.
That's not gonna happen. We know.
Fantastic. Remember to visit www.njugush.ke. Yes, through thick and thin too. You can get your link, get your tickets.
Yeah, and Eric is gonna buy a few tickets for a few people. So you be nice to Jugush and Wakavinye.
Yeah, and follow them on social media at Being the Chais, at Njugush, Blessed Njugush, at Celestine Ndinda.
Yes. Folks, God bless you. Good night in Alabama. Watu wa Roiro. Maradhiku. Where are they going?
9:54.
Where are you going, Jewish?
We're going to make time.
Before you go? No, Eric was saying before you go?
You cut off a little bit. I didn't hear that.
No, you were saying before you go, Jugush.
Ama mmemalizana.
Tumemalizana.
Oh, he said he's going to make chai.
He said he'll make chai.
We'll follow through after the live.
Okay.
Contact him. We'll talk some more.
Thank you, guys.
All right. We love you guys.
Have a good one. God bless you. We're out.
Awesome.
Thank you. Bye.
Join Tina and Nzuki and Dunco on Pearl in the Morning.
Weekdays from 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m.